Hey guys, don't mind how I look. Look how I mess. I'm deep cleaning, spring cleaning today with my baby. So don't mind my search on the background. But I'm going to declutter like my cabinets, get it together. Cause something happened and I'm start spring cleaning now because it's gonna help me just feel better. So yeah. people out there. I hope that you all are having a good and a blessed day today. Well, actually, I'm hoping that you have a blessed week. So, just wanted to like touch base with you guys on basically my mental health wise. And I must say that my mental health has been very stable, because it wasn't stable before. Like, it would go up and down, up and down. It was down at one point, like really like just like down, and I had like really tried to pick myself up, and it would just go like down. But as of lately, like I have been feeling great. I've been feeling good, like, you know, especially during like winter time. During like the winter month, it's spring already, but during winter I kind of get like, you know, like the winter blues, I would say, because, you know, like you're inside the house, and if you guys know New York, and if you're from New York watching the video, you know that it has been freezing like below, like what is going on. So yeah, you know, but you know, everything's just changing around. But I didn't really have no like winter blues this year. Like I was like really good and happy, like everything was going very well. In the midst of everything, like recently, like my mental like went down a little bit. Like it was like great, and then like it just went down to like good, or like, no, I would say like okay, because something had happened that kind of made me feel a bit discouraged. That's the word. I felt like a bit discouraged, you know. Yeah, and I'm gonna explain to you guys, but in all, everybody in my home is doing great. We are all blossoming. You know, we are just like achieving our own goals individually and also together as a whole family, you know. So I must say, like, everything's just turning around and doing a lot better for our family. So basically, for me wise, mentally, the reason why I said like it kind of declined, months ago, like in December, I had posted a video of me deep cleaning, like, and like I said in that video, I deep clean before every new year. Before January hits, I deep clean my home. Like I declutter, I get rid of things, I donate stuff, I do all that. Okay, all that. My tree is down before the New Year's hits. Like that's just how I am. That's how I grew up. You know, and I feel good doing that because I just go into New Year like very like organized, basically like organized, you know, and like just, you know. So basically in that video I said that I was deep cleaning for like a reason, and one of the reasons, obviously, yes, that's my tradition, you know, and a tradition that will probably go pass on to my kids as well. Like, you know, it's just like a little thing, like, you know. But there was another reason behind it, and I'm gonna let you guys know what that was, because obviously that's what made me feel discouraged, and it's not gonna happen. So as you guys know, we have 6 kids and 2 adults. So where I live at, I put myself like on a transfer list for like the bigger apartment, and you know, I thought that I would have to wait like years because my aunt had did it too, and it took her like years to get a bigger apartment, and thank God she did, you know. So basically, December 3rd, I had received a phone call. Very good news. I was so happy, you know, stating that, oh, you know, your transfer is ready. So, you know, we just have to talk to the other people and just agree on it, and then see if we're gonna move forward. I will let you know or whatever. So, you know, I was just like really happy, very joyful, like said thank you. Like I was excited for me, for my family, like, you know, really for my kids, you know, because just like they're gonna get their, you know, own individual rooms and all that. Like not everyone's gonna get their own room, of course. I have 6 kids, so like, you know, of course I will get my own room, and then, you know, we'll split up the rooms. Obviously 3 rooms, the best way that fits our family for now, where we're gonna be living, how we're gonna be living. So a week later I called just to check up on something. I also had to put a work order in for something, And then I was just like, just let me touch base with that. Let me just ask. And they just said like, yes, it's gonna happen. And by January 1st through February, the end of February, through January 1st through the end of February, you will be starting to move. That's when the move will start. So, that's what I'm thinking that in my head, like, okay, this is a time period, and then, I'm just like I said, I did a video, and like I had so many plans for videos, you guys, like you guys don't understand, but like I was just so very joyful. I was just so happy, I was just thinking of like the room ideas, like I know what my kids like. I already know what they like, so I kind of like had it planned out how I was gonna do their rooms. My teenage son, he likes anime, like gaming type, so I was like trying to incorporate it together. I had Pinterest, so I was on Pinterest just looking stuff up. My other three boys, like they like sports and they also like gaming as well. So like and like space. So I was like kind of like just thinking of what to do for them in their room, and then like for my daughters, because I had 2 girls, 4 boys. So for my girls, like I didn't want to like stick to like a princess theme or like just a certain thing. Like I wanted something that is gonna stick, not something that they're gonna grow out of, and I had to redecorate the room, so just like girly vibes, like like butterflies, flowers, like stuff like that just makes it like like stick with like different colors, like just to embrace them. So that was like my idea. I was thinking, started like really deep decluttering and everything, and then months had passed, and it was like February, and I just had seen like there was an apartment that they had emptied out or whatever, and that it was clean, like they cleaned it out and everything, like re-renovated it and stuff like that. So I was like I'm just like, okay, finally it's gonna be the time, and then like a week later, like it was like pouring down rain that day. Like it was like pouring down rain. When I say pouring, it was pouring down rain. And for some reason, like everything was matching with the thoughts. My mind, my gut feeling, and my heart was telling me, call them immediately, because something's just not adding up. Something's not right. And I was on my way out to go get my daughter from the bus stop, and then I saw a moving truck, people moving into like the apartment or whatever. And so like I'm just like, right then and there, like my heart kind of like dropped and like sunk. I'm just like, all that waiting and preparing, like it's not happening or something, and I didn't want to think of it that way. I'm just like, like maybe that's not the case. So I called the next day because it was already, their office was closed. So I called the next day, like very kind-hearted, talking, and then like it was just like, oh, no, you're on the waiting list. And then I was just like, okay, but you guys had called me such and such a day and told me that the apartment will be available soon for me, and this is a time period I'll be moving. And it's just like, oh, well, yeah, you're on a waiting list, and then just like dismiss me. So I call back 2 days later, because I'm saying to myself, like, okay, if I'm staying in this apartment, y'all gonna fix it up. So I'm putting work orders in, because y'all gonna fix the apartment, y'all gonna fix the doors, y'all gonna fix the floor, y'all are going to do your part at the end of the day. I had been here for a very long time, okay? And I usually don't put work orders in. I usually just like handle things myself. I'm just like I'm not, no, like y'all gonna fix it up with me, like we're staying here for my kids and for myself. So that's what I did. I put a work order in, and I just had like asked, I just had stated it again, like, I just have a question. You guys call me on such day again, explain the situation, and then the person just dismissed me. It's like, oh, well, we'll call you back wherever dismissed me. And then So, you know, I just felt some type of way. First of all, I felt some type of way because you're not just gonna dismiss me. Okay? So when I didn't even call back. I just let it be. Like, I just let it somewhat be. And somebody was actually helping me with this transfer. And I appreciate her so much. Like, she is a blessing. Like, hope blessings come to her because she has helped me so much. But there's like a new lady in the office basically. But the person that was helping me basically, she helped me write letters or whatever. Send it off to them because she can get through to like the main person faster than I could wise. So, you know, I let her know beforehand about the transfer, about when they called me, whatever. She was like so happy for me, like, you know, like, thank God, like, it finally happened. And then when I told her, like, she just was like a little bit disappointed, like, wait, how can they do that? And she got in contact with the head person, and now we have a like a phone conference that we will be having very soon, where I can like ask her questions and just, you know, like, I just want answers, like, because for me it's just like, okay, if I'm not moving all right, that's fine, because at the end of the day I have a roof over my head, a roof over my kids' head, we're fed, we are healthy, you know, and we're blessed, you know. And how I see it, it's just like, I know that God has a better plan and he has something in the works, you know. Like, this was just a test, like basically like a little test, you know, like just to see, you know, where my head was at, if I was gonna break down, if I was gonna break character or anything like that. And, you know, me wise, I truthfully would never have had called them. The old me would never have had called them at all. Like, I would have just let it go. I just let it go and just would have been like, okay, yeah, it is what it is, whatever, you know. But the person I am today is just like, you know, I want answers. Like, you know, just like I ask you respectfully, come back with answers respectfully. Don't just dismiss me. And so yeah. But so I did have the meeting, and you know, I didn't have the meeting with the head lady, but I had like a meeting with the person that was helping me. And, you know, she just asked me like, what you want to say, this, that, and third. And I just explained to her, like, you know, I just want answers on how come I wasn't contacted. You know, like, just contact me and just let me know, like, you're back on the waiting list, you have to wait. You know, instead of just leaving me in the dark. And, like, I'm unseen. Like, I don't like to feel like I'm unseen, because I'm seen. Okay, so, yeah. I don't want to feel that way, so that's just all. Like, I just want to ask and just see, and then I would definitely update you guys. Meeting this next week, so probably just do like another little video or whatever, and just update you guys, let you guys know and everything. Where it's at. I feel like you guys like family, and like, you know, this is my little diary. Okay. So yeah, but like I said, I feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, kind of hit like a roadblock real fast. Basically for my whole family, we all hit like a roadblock. Like,